I'm back with some more raging loop. You guys will just bear with me if I'm a little out of it. I'm just not feeling that great. But I'm excited to see what's going to happen next in this game. Remember guys, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. You'll get notified when I post new stuff, and it helps me out a lot. So thank you very much. I also have a Twitch. I stream different games on Twitch than here. The link for my Twitch is in my bio. Anyways, let's get started. Oh, and I will be streaming, I almost forgot. I will be streaming the Ghost of Tsushima when it comes out on Twitch. So if you guys are interested in that game, I will be streaming that. It comes out in a day and a little bit, so I will be streaming that, so check it out. It's my Twitch is Evilsbaneoflight, but it's spelled Light for light. Again, the link is in my YouTube bio. So thanks guys. Alright, so back to the story. I hope you guys can hear me because I've been having issues with this headset. But the very next moment, she was dragged into the mist. It was clearly a malicious force that did that. To me, it looked like a furry arm. A scream resounded. It was an inhuman, animalistic scream. After hesitating for a moment, I turned to run and caught a glimpse of something beastly within the mist. Miko had disappeared into Oh my goodness, I don't think my headset was on that whole time. Oh, I've been having issues with this, so I'm not sure if you guys heard anything I said. Alright, so I'll run through it real quick again. Okay, so just bear with me, I've not been feeling that great. The other thing is, please make sure to like and subscribe, it helps me out, and you guys get notified when I post new stuff and I'm streaming. Another thing is, why do you wait till I start streaming? The other thing is, I will be streaming on Twitch the Ghost of Tsushima. It comes out in a day and a little bit. So to check out my Twitch, the link is in my YouTube bio there. And so just click on the link and it should take you right there. Okay? Alright, thanks so much guys. Let's get back to the story. After hesitating for a moment, I turned to run and caught a glimpse of something beastly within the mist. Miko had disappeared into... I ran. And ran. Suddenly, I felt myself step into something wet. I had arrived at the river. It was meaningless. I'd lost everything. And in the end, only I survived. Hey, Bear. I don't care what. Take a part of me outside. Was there any meaning in fulfilling that promise? No. The meaning was for me to find. That is why I had to survive and find a forest. Yeah. I still had that hope back then. Go lay down. You gotta wait. Go wait. They finally broke through the mist and showed themselves. Oh. Of course. This really was hell, wasn't it? Yeah, good boy. This wasn't the human realm or nirvana. It was a river of hell. So of course both sides of it were gonna be hell. There was no splash when we threw Takumi-san's body in there, was there? The moment we went into the mist and down the cliff, Our bodies vanished from the world and reached a place from which there was no return. And I finally had no choice but to accept it. As someone who had taken in the flesh and blood of a Yombito, Chimi, I couldn't escape either. That was why I screamed stupidly, only managing to run a few steps before their sinister claws tore me apart. What? Damn it. Where had I gone wrong? Descending into Saranaga? Not believing Chimi when she told me we couldn't escape? No, it went back even earlier than that. I already knew the answer. Ugh, shit. I really wished I'd been part of Izumizu and participated in the Feast of the Yomi Purge. Maybe I could have gotten a different ending than this. Oh boy. That was the last thought that went through my mind before all faded away. Oh, credits. Dun, 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 dun. So now this game will only let me stream up to a certain point in Chapter 4. I don't believe we've reached that point yet, so I will continue with what I can stream. I'm not sure how many chapters there are total, so I don't know. Maybe 4 is the final chapter. I'm not sure. We shall find out. We shall see. We shall see. Prepare yourself for the next feast. Alright, I'm ready. I'm hungry and I'm ready. Hungry and ready. Raging loot, whirls, and claws. Trophy earned. Don't look. Obtain key 4. Sink into nirvana. You can view it in the keys list. The route unlocked by this key is represented by the same number. Alright. Ending number 1. Watch hint corner. No, we don't need hints. We just gotta go use the key. That's all. Guess it was just a dream, right? Do better next time. Why does this sound so quiet? 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheet, 4 sheet. Check it. Distracted. I closed in on the side of the road and killed the engine. Oh wait, this is the starting. That's right. Starting here. P4. Okay, I just want to check if P4 opened up any other routes as well. Hang on, what just happened? That was strange. Okay, so in chapter 1, because some keys open up multiple routes, I believe. Ooh, that was a long chapter. No, okay, so it's just the one. Alright, so here we go. Wow, this is back to like the very beginning. But that's cool, now I'm gonna be in the feast and stuff. Suddenly, a rush of memories flitted into my mind. Remember the incident. Right. Old trophy, tragic memories. How did I forget? I'd already experienced this looping phenomenon or whatever. Hold on. Looping? What the hell? There's no way something like that could. But always remembering all his death. If that wasn't it, what else could explain this? How else could I, someone who died once, be alive right now? I had clear memories of getting caught up in some strange incident at Yazumi Zoo, and, shit. I couldn't remember how it ended. It was like this last time, too. My memories were all fragmented. But I did remember that I went to Yazumi Zoo, met the people there, and died. Had I come back here when or because I died? That was a ridiculous idea. But the pain and fear I felt back then was just so vivid and fresh in my mind that I couldn't simply dismiss it as just a dream or illusion. There is no point in lying to myself. I was here having experienced something that made me sure I'd die. It was an incomplete memory from the future. I had no idea why I had it, but I definitely did. I had come to terms with it first and foremost. The gas tank wasn't empty, but my phone couldn't find a signal and was running out of battery, and my throat was a bit dry. Exactly like last time. That meant that I was about to arrive at the gas station. Knew it. I really didn't want to meet that employee again, but from what I'd experienced, she was the only one I'd met before going to Fujiyoshi, so avoiding her probably wasn't a great idea. Her attitude was shit, but at least she always did what I asked. Though I really didn't want to drive down the unpaved road again. Once again, she greeted her customer in a borderline insane way. It actually made me kind of relieved, and I wanted to believe that was just some trick of the mind. It was just like before. To her, I was just an annoying late-night customer. Oh well, I'd just buy what I wanted.
くださいな。
あ？どんだけ買う気なんだよ。
No reason. Mizumizu was just desperately poor and had me worried. What was her problem? I was the customer. With this much stuff, she had to use the register. Still grumbling, she started scanning the barcodes. When she was done, I paid and asked.
近場の人里を目指したいんですけど、地図を見せてもらえませんか？
あ？地図なんざねえよ。
そこをなんとか。
待ってろ。
She went through the staff door.
あったわ。
I feel like she's part of this. I knew it.
これがこの店。で、十字路を北へ行け。
I feel like she purposely leads people there. I don't know.
ふむふむ。
しばらくしたら立教があっから渡れ。最初の分岐のとこに大岩があっからそこを右折してあとは直線。
地図には森しか見えませんが。
I knew that it was, but sorry. I'm struggling with this. With just talking in general. I knew that it was. There wasn't even a paved road there. Why'd she recommend the road anyway? If I'd crashed and died, it'd be homicide by negligence.
書かれてねえだけで集落があんだよ。
That wasn't a lie. It wasn't weird for Yazumizu to not be on the map. It was a nearly abandoned settlement in the middle of nowhere. Why did she know about it? Did she live in Kamifujiyoshi or something?
ちょっとバイクじゃきつそうですね。そっちの富士吉村には。
くっそ面倒な峠道で2時間かかんぞ。
一応メモっといていいですか？
好きにしろよ。
Because she knows about these small little towns that aren't even on the map, so she must have been there, I would think.
山2つ向こう。
Man, I couldn't make any sense of the local distance measurements.
ここいらを深夜に無茶すんのは進めねえぜ。
Oh, actual consideration? Though it was hard to be grateful. She was the one who pointed me in the direction of that shitty road in the first place.
引き返すのも勇気ってやつじゃねえの。
Turning back, huh?
まあ考えますよ。どうも。
毎度。
あ、そうだ。この辺でローカルな飲み物とかってないです？陳列棚には特にはなさそうでしたけど。
It's okay, Bear.
いや、そこにねえもんはねえって。
もしかしたらバックヤードにあるかもしれないなと思って。
あるわけねえだろ。
まあまあ一応見るだけでも。
待ってろ。あったわ。
Seriously? She brought me a 500cc bottle with a black liquid inside. The label looked written by hand and said Wild Plant Cola. I expected nothing and got something huge. This place was amazing.
あ、すみません。荷物だいぶ多くなっちゃったんで、荷台にくくるゴムロープみたいなのないですか？
ここはコンビニだぞ。
見てくれるだけでいいんで。
待ってろ。あったわ。
Seriously?
せっかくなんでこのメモにあるその他ちょっとしたものたちを一通り見てきてもらえないですか？
Huh.
いい加減にしろよ、てめえ殺すぞ。
ついに殺すって言った？一応で構いませんから。
That's kinda interesting.
待ってろ。
あざーす。
There's something up with this place. I feel like I
全部あったわ。
see.
なんなんだこのコンビニ。
It doesn't make any sense. I felt like she was about to kill me, but I successfully came out with pretty much all I needed. Then I just made a run for it. I opened up the weird wild plant cola. Looking up at the noisy light trap above, I took a sip. It was cool, intense, and had a strange, grassy flavor, but wasn't too bad at all. I expected something totally gross, but it was actually a legit drink. Slightly disappointed, I looked at the ingredients. Cola and plant extract. Hold on. Cola as an ingredient? Did they just buy cola and mix it in? And plant extract could be anything from fruits to poisonous plants. From poots. I almost said poots. I don't even know what that is. Oh, making up my own words. What the hell? Was this even safe to drink? Probably not. Well, at least it tasted good. Yeah, I'm only gonna die, but it tastes good, so that's fine, you know. At least, at least I'll go out with a good taste in my mouth. It was probably smart to just turn around and drive away. Entering Fujiyoshi means death. Turn back. Perhaps that was what the loops were trying to tell me. Maybe I ought to listen. This is so cool. So now we get to play through all again. But this time, probably participate in the feast. Oh. But was it really that easy? I had no real grounds for this. But if the cause of the strange phenomenon was somewhere in the village, Harry, I love you so much. You just have a habit of lying in a spot that interferes with my headset. I love you. Yes. Sorry. I just had to fix this or you guys won't hear me. My sweet pea. Perhaps I couldn't break out of the loop until I solved the mystery behind it. What would happen if I left then? Would I go on and live out the rest of my days, only to die and come back here? Would I return to youth after years of being old? That part didn't sound half bad, actually. But was it really something I could just accept so easily? This was just speculation. But what if I actually hadn't moved an inch from that mountain pass? Was everything from then, now, and until death just an ante-mortem fever dream? And dying again would just bring me back there? If that was how it was, everything I'd do with my life from this point onward would be meaningless. Maybe I really should move on, only after taking care of whatever was binding me. Also, how could I leave something so strange, unnatural, and incomprehensible and just return to the city? So many choices. Got 3 choices. Alright, well, we're gonna go turn back. Until I'd finished my drink, the thing guiding me was my good sense, otherwise known as opportunism. Man, what a weird experience that was. It'd make for a good campfire story once I made it back where I belonged. I pushed aside my sense that something wasn't right, my anxiety and my fear, and straddled the seat of my bike. Well, there was another way to look at this. I could try and see whether ignoring it all and running away would actually work. After all, this might end up being the only way to solve the problem. Well, we are gonna find out. Turn the key, open the throttle, push the signal to the left, and connected the clutch. Away I went, starting with a left turn. Anyway, I'd go back up the mountain path. I'd had enough of this ride. I'd return to civilization, eat some normal food, get some decent sleep, and live my boring everyday life. Just recognizing how precious those things were was more than enough for me. That made this trip all worth it. A dense mist drifted into view. It's gonna take me right back, I bet you. I'm gonna end up back at the convenience store. I have a feeling. Uh-oh. I crashed. Game over? Watching corner? No. Don't need hints. I'm trying to get all the endings. Yes, we know. It was just a dream. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the chart. We're gonna do this again. Alright, so we're gonna pick another option here. So I'm gonna pick the go past. Okay, so yes, we know all this. Okay, so we're gonna do the pass by Fujiyoshi. It's probably gonna be a similar ending. As I finished my drink, the idea I had was barely different from just turning around and leaving. Maybe I could just pass it by. I was curious what would happen if I ignored Yazumizu Fujiyoshi and the clerk's warning and simply drove on past. Wait, why would anything happen? I just continued down the road, right? Why did I feel so uneasy then? After thinking for a moment, I'd arrived at a mindset of eliminating whatever option seemed wrong. My guess was that this wouldn't take care of the root of the problem. But I was the type who wouldn't believe that until I tried it myself. I turned the key, opened the throttle, pushed the signal to the left, and connected the clutch. Away I went, starting with a right turn this time. The tense mountain path continued for a while. Though I didn't feel like falling asleep, I was definitely becoming more and more exhausted, both mentally and physically. Even in this jacket, the force of the wind going by was doing a number on my body, especially as I kept onward for over an hour. I did, however, see a sign above my head that said Fujiyoshi. As I decided, I just passed it by, never coming close to Kami Fujiyoshi or Yazumizu. Now I just passed the 2 mountains and reached the town that I was told about. Perhaps I should have been more suspicious of the fact that I'd stopped acting on my heart after that. Maybe I was just so tired I couldn't even make such decisions. I could only remember noticing a strangely dense mist surrounding me. But that was when my brain lost all capacity for perception or judgment. Dead again. I had a feeling those two wouldn't get me very far, which is why I chose them first. Because I still want to see all the possible endings we can, and see if we can get any keys. We didn't get any keys from those two, but it was worth a shot, wasn't it? Oops, I hit the wrong button. Alrighty, so what I'm actually going to do is I am going to end this episode here. I'm going to save it. But I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. And remember, if you like this video, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.